Yo, check this out.
Hello, hello. This isn't something I thought I'd be doing today, but I was sitting there, my class got canceled due to bad weather, and I'm like, you know what? What if I finally got around to listening to this album? Because I told my sister I would, last year, I think around July, for her birthday. I was like, yeah, I'll listen to that album, I'll make a video on it. And I never did it. I kind of kept on pushing it back because it's such a long album. Because we're talking, this is a 2-hour album. I don't even know if YouTube's going to let me keep this up the whole time, but that's something we're going to have to find out. Because I've heard Taylor Swift is pretty bad when it comes to taking down your live streams. But hopefully I enjoy it. I'm not like a huge Taylor Swift hater or anything. I like a lot of her music. But I have not heard great things about this album. But I am still hoping for the best. Also, what's up, Mick? How's it going? Oh god, didn't realize you were live. I was just gonna give a like. I'm no Swift fan, but now I'm here. We're all spliff and chill. Hell yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm not the biggest Swift hater, but I'm also not the biggest fan either. I mean, I do like a lot of her stuff though. Dare I show you how many songs I have added? 79 Taylor. Well, I think some of those are just added because I have full albums added that I haven't listened to. This one included. So this is a majority of those songs. But still, around 30 to 40 songs that I enjoy. So, like, kind of an in-betweener. I'm really hoping I enjoy it. Because if I don't, this is going to be a long 2 hours. George Dang, good job. I got plenty of weed. Hell yeah. You'll need it. Alrighty. I'll give it a little bit longer, see if anybody else pops in. In the meantime, I can show you what I've been working on with my banjo. I've been trying to write some tabs out for a Matt Mason song. I'll have to adjust my audio filters so the banjo will pick up. Noise gate and noise suppression is off. To be honest, Shadi, I'll probably tap along, but I guarantee I won't listen to her. But I guarantee I won't listen to her again. No, that's 100% valid. All right, where's camera only? There we go. So I just started working on this yesterday, and there's no tab for this, so I had to make it myself. So it's not exactly right, but it's a pretty simple song, so it's not terribly far off though either. But it's Matt Mason's Cringe, if you're familiar. Oh god, give me a minute. I gotta remember my own tab. Let me pull up the lyrics really quick. That'll help me kind of keep it in time. And for anybody just popping in, I will be listening to it shortly. I'm just giving it a little bit. Since this is a out of the blue live stream, giving people time to pop in. Might as well play a little bit of that song too, in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
Lover, come over. Look what I've done. I've been alone so.
So it's just a riff on repeat. But translating it from guitar to banjo is kind of rough. Okay. I appreciate that, Mick. Also, what's up, Autumn? I might have to pass on this stream looking at the title. I've listened myself. Yeah, it's a long-ass album, and I'm not sure if I'll like it. But I'll have to figure that out on my own. Do I? Okay. Lover, come over. Look what I've done. I've been alone so long, I feel like I'm on the run. I'm so bad at keeping time while singing. Lover, come over. Come over. Look what I've done. I've been alone so long, I feel. Whatever. Not a lot of progress, but we're getting there. I think I'll just jump in. I'll stop stalling. Okay. I turn my mic settings back on. There we go. I love the uke sound and banjo. There's some awesome tunes out there with them. Oh yeah, for sure. I just want to get really, really good at the banjo eventually, so I can start playing some actual cool stuff. Right now, I've been sticking to the simple stuff. All right. Whew. Taylor Swift, the Tortured Poets Department, the Anthology. Ooh, we'll see how this goes. First song is, oh yeah, I forgot Fortnite is the first song. This one got memed on pretty hard, I remember when it came out. I haven't heard it, but I've looked at the lyrics and I was a little iffy. I was like, it's called Fortnite? All right. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Hopefully not get taken down.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. All of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason. And
pause it here. You know, I'm actually liking this one quite a bit so far. We're off to a good start. I really, really like the synths on this one. And the synthy, it's like a bassy, it's like a synthy percussion too, but it's weird because it's closer to like a bass guitar if it was synthesized. But either way, I enjoy that. It's very reminiscent of a lot of other music that I have been enjoying recently. More recently would be Casual by Chappell Roan. That one I feel like is kind of similar with the instrumental. But so far so good. I'm really enjoying this. Inner vocals are good. It's not as acoustic as I was expecting. I was expecting an acoustic song. Also, I forgot that Post Malone is on this already. I'm excited to see where that goes. But yeah, let's get back to it.
All my mornings are Mondays stuck in an endless February. I took the miracle move on drug. The effects were temporary, and I love you. It's ruining my life.
Ah, that is Post Malone. Yeah, I think that song as a whole was really good. I need to go through the lyrics really quick because I feel like it's impossible not to mention the obvious game Fortnite when listening to a song called Fortnite. Granted, it's not spelled the same way, but yeah, I'll have to go through that in a second. Either way, though, the production was really good. I really like the synths on this one. I like the slow buildup of the synths throughout the song and Post Malone's backing vocals until he finally got his own little portion of the song there towards the end. Because at first I was wondering, I'm like, is this solely just going to be backing vocals from Post Malone this whole time? But he did get more time in the spotlight as the song progressed. It's a really neat progression just because it coincides with the instrumental progressing as well. Because as more things get added into it, as it gets more complex, Post Malone's vocals get added in more and more. So yeah, it sounds good. I'm gonna look through the lyrics really quick here. Okay, it seems to just be a jealousy song as a whole. And I unfortunately don't see any references to the game Fortnite, so a bit of a disappointment. But Yeah, so far so good. Did really enjoy that song. And that's honestly, I'm just really happy we're off to a good start, because like I said, I didn't go into this knowing if I would enjoy it or not. But again, so far so good. What's up, Alexander? How's it going? Heard good things about the production, but not about the lyrics. Yeah, I mean, the lyrics aren't too crazy here, but they're not, I don't know if they really need to be for this song. Because what I, at least again, what I pull from it is that it's just a jealousy type song. Definitely a chick flick movie tune. I can imagine a swimming pool of kiss and tears. No, I can see it, Mick. What does puff puff pass mean? It's passing the weed, essentially. Smoking a joint, taking a hit and passing it on. There we go. What's up, Yale? I hope I pronounced that right. Production is really good. Sounds good. Yeah. The production is my favorite part so far. I'm a stoner. It's polite and friendly. Hell yeah. Okay, let's get to the next track. Oh, this is self-titled. Towards your Poets Department.
You left your typewriter at my apartment, straight from the tortured poets department. I think some things I never say, like who uses typewriters anyway, but you're in self-sabotage mode, throwing spikes down on the road. But I've seen this episode and still love the show. Who else decodes you? And
Ooh, I really like that.
Chelsea Hotel, we're modern idiots, and who's gonna hold you like me? Nobody, no fucking body, nobody. You smoked then ate.
All right, this is, again, I'm really happy with the production, and it's worth mentioning that Jack Antonoff, I think, does, I don't know if it's the whole album, but he's done the production on this song for sure, and I believe it was the last one too. I'll double check just to be certain. I'm on Genius, by the way, right now. That's where I'm looking at the lyrics on the side. I mean, they're on the screen too, but I can see them as a whole over here. Yeah, he did the last one. I think he did the production for most, if not all, this album. And Jack Antonoff, if you're not familiar, he is from the band The Bleachers, and he was in Fun and Steel Train, and what's that other band? Red Hearse or some. I know they have a song called Red Hearse. I don't remember if that's what the band's called too. But they do that. He's in that band as well. He's a very good producer. The Bleachers is definitely one of my favorite groups, maybe minus the last. Actually, I haven't listened to the very last album, but the album before that wasn't as good as the previous ones. But yeah, Jack Antonoff is very talented, and that's probably why I'm enjoying this production so much, is because it's so similar to a lot of Bleacher songs production. So it adds up. But yeah, so far this is really good. And also Taylor Swift is hitting some high notes on this one that I'm really liking. They give you chills type notes, doing it really well. So far so good. Compared to her last couple albums, I have a friend that says the lyrics are not really good. For me, it's okay. I always pay attention to the production and the melody. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as into the lyrics as some people would be. I'm way, like you said, I'm way more interested in the production and actual, like, sonic, just how it sounds sonically. That's always how I am with music for the most part. Sometimes I'll go a little bit more into the lyrics, but so far, like, even when I'm looking at this, though, it's nothing too crazy, and it feels like it's more so, like, if there's any references here, I feel like they're more personal to a point where I'm not like parasocial or anything, so I don't need to know about them. But I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other references too, but I'm not trying to go through and figure out what each of them is, especially when it's a 2-hour album. So yeah, focused on the sound for the most part here, and it sounds good. Anyways, let's get back to it.
You smoked then 8, 7 bars of chocolate. We declare Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. I scratch your head, you fall asleep like a tattooed golden retriever. But you awaken with dread, pounding nails in your head. But I've read this one where you come undone. I chose this cyclone with you. And who's gonna hold you like
Right there, those vocals are good.
Chelsea Hotel, we're modern idiots, and who's gonna hold you like me? Who's gonna hold everybody? Nobody. Sometimes I wonder if you're gonna screw this up with me. But you told Lucy you'd kill yourself if I ever leave. And I had said that to Jack about you, so I felt seen. Everyone we know understands why
Jack
it's
Antonoff?
meant to be. 'Cause we're crazy. So tell me, who else is gonna know me? At dinner you take my ring off my middle finger and put it on the one. People put wedding rings on, and that's the closest I've come to my heart exploding. Who's gonna hold
I like the drop off of production.
me? Who's gonna know you? Me. And you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patti Smith. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel, we're two idiots. Who's gonna You left your typewriter in my apartment, straight from the tortured poets department. Who else decodes
You know, I'm a little surprised that I got to see Taylor Swift sing the word troll in a song. At least in this context, this ain't the troll under the bridge. This is the online trolls. So that caught me a little bit off guard, but overall, really good song. The production again is fantastic. I have a feeling that's probably going to be a common theme throughout this album. Dare I go back into that? It's Jack Antonoff doing it, so of course it's going to be good. But yeah, the vocals were really good on this one once again. I loved her high notes. I love the progression of this song once again. It's very similar to the last one. I feel like we're not taking huge leaps in style differences, and that can be good or bad depending on how you look at it. I usually like when there's a consistency in an album. Like I expect there to be some changes, but usually they'll be relatively similar. And so far we're sticking to a similar consistency, which to me is good. Other people prefer a lot more variation from song to song, but we'll have to see. This is a long album, so we got a lot of songs to go. I think this is only song number 2 out of what, 31? I think there's 31 songs. But yeah, overall really, really good. And I love the synths once again. Her voice is really good too, very soft. Yeah, I do like her soft vocals. and it definitely feels like her vocals have gotten more clean. I don't know if that's because of post-processing or just actually just her getting better, but they're more clean than some of her previous albums, like whatever the one is with the Archer. Like, not to complain about the vocals on that album because they're good, but they definitely sound a little bit more clean here. Not Charlie Puth. She's hitting some nice low notes too. Oh, I agree. Yeah, her vocals are definitely nothing to complain about here for sure. They sound really good. Anyways, though, let's get to the third track.
Oh,
My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Okay. That is an interesting title. Let's see what she means by that.
oh, here we go again. The voices in his head called the rain to end our days of wild. The sickest army doll purchased at the mall. Rivulets descend my plastic smile. But you should have seen him when he first got me.
Ooh.
My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Toys. Oh, I'm queen of sand castles he destroys. Oh, guess I did too right. Puzzle pieces in the dead of night. I should've known it was a matter of time. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. There was a litany of reasons why we could have played for keeps this time. I know I'm just repeating myself. Put me back on my shelf. First, pull the string and I'll tell you that he runs because he loves me. He loves me. Cause you shouldn't have seen him when he first saw me. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Toys. I'm queen of sand castles he destroys. Cause I knew too much. There was danger in the heat of my touch. He saw forever, so he smashed it up. My boy only breaks his favorite toys.
Okay, I'll pause it here. Again, I think this song is really good. I think the vocals on this one are by far the best that we've heard so far. She's doing some crazy vocal switches. Where was that at? Was it during verse 2? I think it was during verse 2. Let's see if I can find that.
My boy only breaks his favorite. There was a litany of reasons.
Yeah, verse 2.
Could have played for keeps this time. I know I'm just repeating myself.
Yeah, specifically from the start of verse 2 up until that point, I feel like there's a lot of changes in vocals, and it just really sounded good throughout that whole point or whole range of time, starting with the really low notes, and then that, I don't even know what do you call that, where she, when she says myself, because it's almost like you're mixing, like in the middle of the word myself, specifically when it's self, it's like a dip in sound pitch. It's like she goes down in pitch slightly and then brings it back up. I feel like there's got to be a name for that, but I don't know what it would be. But it sounds really good, and like I said, best vocals so far we've heard on this album. Not complaining about the other vocals, but this is just better. Even the production I feel like we're just getting better and better with each song. That being said, I mean, the chorus, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's not like the best chorus in the world, but I'm not going to complain about that too much, because as long as it sounds good, I'm not too worried about it. Interestingly enough, though, I think I actually like the verses more than I do the chorus. I think the verses are catchier. And that's kind of a good sign. If the verses are catchier than the chorus, it usually means the song is really good, at least sonically wise, and I'm all here for that. But let's get back to it. Let me try to figure out where I was. Okay, I was right around here. Is that a vocoder? Holy shit. Okay, the percussion on this song was so good. I feel like at the beginning was really interesting. Let me go back to it really quick.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Voices in his head.
It's a very, very percussion focused song, which I find interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised considering I feel like the Bleachers are very, very percussion based in their production as well. That being said, I feel like this whole album as of now is very, very reminiscent of the Bleachers Gone Now. That album has a lot of really similar percussion, and that's one of my favorite albums of all time, so that's probably why I'm enjoying this so much. But yeah, as a whole, this is again, we're just getting better and better with each song so far. Percussion on this one has been better than the last two. Just the instrumental as a whole has been better. Vocals have gone up another notch. There's no way we can keep that up throughout the whole album, but I'm liking where it's going so far. Excuse me. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, and once again, I will mention that the chorus is a little kind of whatever, but I mean, I think the verses make up for that. And again, I'm not too worried about the lyrics anyways. Without further ado though, let's get to this next song. Down Bad. This feels like it's a Gen Z inspired album with the titles of these songs. Got Fortnite, My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, and Down Bad. Alrighty. Let's just get into it. And the last one was kind of like blank space. You're right, Alexander.
Did you really beat me up?
Ooh. Again, really cool vocals.
In a cloud of sparkling dust, just to do experiments on. Tell me I was the chosen one. Showed me that this world is bigger than us. Then sent me back where I came from.
What is that?
For a moment I knew cosmic love. Now I'm down bad, crying at the gym. Everything comes out, teenage petulance. Fuck it if I can't have him. I might just die, it would make no difference. Down bad, waking up in blood. Staring at the sky, come back and pick me up. Fuck it if I can't have us. I might just not get up, I might stay down bad. Fuck it if I can't have him. Down bad. Fuck it if I can't have him. Did you?
Okay, we're getting some interesting production here. That's quite a bit different from the previous songs. First, we've got some vocals that are repeated backwards. That's integrated into the production to add an extra layer, which I find interesting. It's not that it doesn't fit in, it just It just feels a little bit like a twist from what we were previously getting. That, and I don't know what that opening sound is. Okay, we're at 1:17. Let me go back to it. It's played throughout, but it'll be easier to point out here at the beginning. Yeah, what? I have no idea what that is. It almost sounds like if somebody humming with a ton of auto-tune and then like dampened. That's, to me, that's what it sounds like. I don't know, that's my best guess. But yeah, so far not too bad. I know I keep on saying I'm not caring about the lyrics too much, but it's kind of hard not to focus on them a little bit, because it's always during these choruses I feel like the lyrics are just, they're blatantly just kind of like weird. Like I don't know, I hear them and they're just kind of why. But either way, let me just get back into it. What's up, Tossie? welcome. Good luck with those Marvel Rivals and Valorant games. I saw you playing. I'm glad you can make it by. But yeah, we're on what, third song now, or is this fourth? So this is a 31 song album. Okay, yeah, this is fourth. Okay, let's get back into it.
Did you take all my old clothes just to leave me here naked and alone in a field in my same old town that somehow seems so hollow now? They'll say I'm nuts if I talk about the existence of you. For a moment I was heaven struck. Now I'm down.
There's more backup reverse vocals.
Everything comes out, teenage petulance. Fuck it if I can't have him. I might just die, it would make no difference. Down bad, waking up in blood, staring at the sky. Come back and pick me up. Fuck it if I can't have us. I might just not get up, I might stay down bad like I lost my twin. Fuck it if I can't have him. Down bad, leaving at the ship. Fuck it if I can't have him. I loved your hostile takeovers, encounters closer and closer. All your indecent exposures. How dare you say that it's? I'll build you a fort on some planet where they can all understand it. How dare you think it's romantic, leaving me safe and stranded? 'Cause fuck it, I was in love.
I really like the soundscape in this portion of the song. Ooh.
Everything comes out, teenage petulance. Fuck it if I can't have him. I might just die, it would make no difference. Down bad, waking up in blood, staring at the sky. Come back and pick me up. Fuck it if I can't have us. I might just not get up, I might stay down bad like I lost my twin. Fuck it if I can't have him. Down bad, leaving at the shed. Fuck it if I can't have him. Like I lost my twin. Fuck it if I can't have him. Down bad, leaving at the shed. Fuck it if I can't have him.
I think the backing vocals are the highlight of this song. Like during the pre or post choruses, where it's like down bad like I lost my twin. Those portions I really like, and that's just throughout the song, especially because as you get into it, there's more and more backing vocals. I think, again, that's the highlight of the song, and that's my favorite part of the song, is the backing vocals. Everything else is pretty good too. I mean, again, good instrumental, good vocals. Lyrics are definitely a little bit iffy, especially when you get down to the chorus and post-chorus. Like, I could see why that would push people away from wanting to listen to the song. I think I I like it enough to listen to it though. But like I said, I could definitely see the the lyrics pushing away some people from wanting to listen to it because they're not super good. I think the verses are fine. I don't know what's up with her choruses though. But overall, I'd say it was a pretty good song. Not as good as the previous three, so we kind of took a little dip from the last ones. Because like I said, I didn't think we'd be able to keep up that momentum of just getting better with each song. So we got a little bit of a low, but I wouldn't say this is like worse than... Like it's probably on par with the worst that we've heard so far, which I liked, so... I'm still happy with this album. We're trying, man. Marvel Rivals makes me want to pull my hair out. No, I get that. I get that. It's been me with... I just started playing Siege again the other day, and holy cow, that game makes me lose my mind. I hate Taylor Swift with a passion. You know, I get it, Evil Queen. I get it. I mean, like I said, though, for those just popping in, I have listened to Taylor Swift for a while. I don't like all of her music, but I still have like 40 songs added to my playlist. So I think she makes some good stuff, and we're slowly adding all of these too. She took inspiration from TikTok. It does sound a little bit like that with some of these lyrics. Honestly, always think the instrumentals of her music are great, but the lyrics always seem to so immature to me. I get where you're coming from. I think on this one, I can see it more on these songs for this album. But that being said, I don't think her lyrics really need to be that deep for what she's doing. Because she... What is my cat? Okay, let me show my camera really quick. She's just like biting the hell out of my chair back here. Okay, she stopped. Now she's acting all innocent. Crap, what was I saying? She distracted me so bad. Yeah, so I don't think the lyrics need to be too complicated for these pop songs that she's making. That being said, sometimes they get to a point where it's like this could be a little bit better. But yeah, the instrumentals are great. Like I've been saying, that's kind of what you learn to expect from Jack Antonoff. What's up, Roberto? Is he doing the anthology? Yes, I am. I'm trying to listen to all 31 songs. And I do like her voice. Yeah, her vocals are always good. Her enunciation is very good. I can understand everything she sings, plus it's a very nice voice. You know, she's very, very clear when it comes to singing. And like I said, I think her vocals as a whole have been a lot cleaner on this album than previous ones. They're very, very clean. And I don't know if that's because of post-processing. I could hear a little bit of post-processing, I think, on... I believe it was towards the beginning of this song. Like, I could clearly hear it, but... Oh my gosh, okay. Did she jump all the way from that... There's no way. She must have gone onto the floor first. Alright. But either way, the vocals do sound clean. And I don't really care if there is vocal processing or not. I think that's pretty standard in the industry. Why are you meowing? Why are you meowing so much? I just started playing Zenless Zone Zero, started playing for anime girls, and I'm staying for the gameplay. Actually been addicted, and the fighting mechanics are clean as hell. You need to get back to... What's the game I played on the other channel for a little bit? Get into that game again. Alright, Nugget. Alright, let's get to the next song, though. I gotta kind of not get too distracted for this album just because it's so long. Yeah, Nikkei. That game is such a meme. Holy cow. I like how I ended up spending, I think, most of the time I was playing that on the... Because what, we probably did like 2 or 3 hours of that game. And we played the Vampire Survivors spinoff. That was inside. It was a game within a game. And that ended up being more fun to me. Alright, let's get into it. So Long, London. Or wait, did I skip a song? Let me double check. I don't know if I did or not. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, so Long, London. No, I love this. Let's switch.
I saw in my mind fairy lights through the mist. I kept calm and carried the weight of the rift. Pulled him in tighter each time he was drifting away. My spine split from carrying us up the hill. Wet through my clothes, weary bones caught the chill. I stopped trying to make him laugh, stopped trying to drill the safe. Thinking, how much sad did you think I had? Did you think I had in me? Oh, the tragedy, so long, London. You find someone. I didn't opt in to be your odd man out. I found at the club she's heard great things about. I left all I knew, you left me at the house by the heath. I stopped CPR, after all it's no use. The spirit was gone, we would never come to. And I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free. For so long, London, stitches undone, 2 graves, 1 gun. I'll find someone. And you say
Okay, I'll pause it here. So far, I don't know. This one is weird because I like it. I know I like it, but we're dipping in and out of like highs and lows here. I don't think it gets bad at any. Well, okay, I will say I don't like the intro very much. The acapella intro. I'm not huge on that, but I think it's worth getting through that because I like the switch from it into the full-on production. Like that, the start of the production I really enjoy. From there though, it's kind of getting samey throughout this whole song. I feel like there's not a whole lot that's switching up. It's very repetitive sounding, and I'm hoping that we get more changes. I realize we're getting into the bridge now, which by the way, this feels like we're about halfway through the song, but it feels like an early bridge, especially as I'm looking at the lyrics and it goes on for a little longer. But I don't know, even then it's not switching up a whole lot. We'll see though. We still have half the song to go. This one is painfully average to me. Yeah, I mean, I'll see. This one might be my least favorite that I've heard so far, but we'll find out.
And you say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it. My white knuckle dying grip, holding tight to your quiet resentment. And my friend said it isn't right to be scared. Every day a love affair, every breath feels like rarest air. When you're not sure if he wants to be there. So how much sad did you think I had? Did you think I had in me? How much tragedy? Just how low did you think I'd go for? I'd self-implode for I'd have to go be free. You swore that you loved me, but where were the clues? I died on the altar waiting for the proof. You sacrificed us to the gods of your bluest days. And I'm just getting color back into my face. I'm just mad as hell 'cause I loved this place for so long. London had a good run, a moment of war size, but I'm not the one. So long, London, stitches undone, 2 graves, 1 gone. You'll find someone.
Yeah, I think this is the worst song on the album so far. This one is... why is it 4 minutes long, too? It is so long for being so samey. It does not change up enough for being a 4 minute long song. Again, I don't really care for that intro acapella bit. I do like the production when it first kicks in, but then by the end of it, it's just, again, it's everything just stays so samey. I was hoping we'd get a little bit out of something with, because it started to ramp up slowly. Is a very, very slow upwards ramp in the production to build up some energy, and then it just kind of, it didn't go anywhere. So it's kind of whatever. I don't think it's bad. It just isn't great. Like, I think we could have had something better out of this one if it just switched up a little more, did something, but yeah, this one's a little bit boring. But honestly, considering this is my least favorite that we've heard so far, I think we're still doing good, because overall it's still been a good album. I mean, is this just for being a mediocre song as the worst song so far? Not too bad. What's up? What's up, Pixie? Whee! What's up, Loomy? Agree with Autumn here. Valid. Also plays Endless Zone Zero. It's unironically a great game. Maybe y'all can convince me to play it on my other channel at some point, but I don't know. I don't know if that one's gonna be for me. Okay. This next song is another wild title. It's actually a long song, so I do have to pee, and I was just gonna hold it for a second, but I didn't realize this song was gonna be long. So I'm going to go pee really quick. So let me BRB. Because, yeah, I don't want to have to pee during this whole almost 6-minute long song.
Mr. Bankman. Mr. Bankman.
Alright, I am back. You know, when I was on my pee break, I was thinking about how I'm ready to get a high energy song in here. I'm hoping we get some more upbeat pop music, because I feel like so far we've been kind of in like a tame, like a mid level of energy. We haven't gotten like over the top, but we haven't gotten like super slow though either. And this is probably the slowest song we've had so far. The previous one, I mean, what was that called again? So Long London. And I mean, that still wasn't like a super slow song. I love when you do that. Are you talking about going on a pee break? I'm gonna have to request some Zenless Zone Zero music this weekend. Game has some absolute bangers. I'd be happy to hear them. Alright. Anyways. But Daddy, I Love Him. They just changed the name to But Ratty, I Love Him. Anyways, though. Let's get into it.
I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday best, clutching their pearls, sighing what a mess. I just learned these people try and save you, 'cause they hate you. Too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. They slammed the door on my whole world, the one thing I wanted. Now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm turning to Flora through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. Dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid.
Okay, am I crazy to say that this feels like a part 2 to Love Story? I know we're comparing it to her most well-known song, or maybe it's not anymore with how much music she's put out. I don't actually know. But either way, it kind of feels like a part 2 to that. How much older is she, though, and when she sang this one? Like, at least, what, like 15 years older or something? So it feels a little strange, but I mean, it sounds good so far. I like that it's a bit more acoustic than the other ones. It's not as synthy, and that's nothing against the synths, because I in general, I probably prefer that production style more. I just like that we're getting a little bit of a switch up here. This still isn't quite as high energy as I was hoping, but I think we're going to get something like that eventually. With an album this long, it would not surprise me at all. But so far, so good. It's catchy. By the way, ready? I think you would enjoy it. The gameplay is actually really solid and fun, and a lot of the characters play very different. I'm still confused on what it is exactly, because I've seen ads for it, but I don't actually understand what it is. No, when you do the Wii? Oh, okay. I was like, dang, he really likes when I have to go pee. Wish I could play some games, but out of luck, don't have anything to play with. Ah, that sucks. Well, maybe you got your phone, you could play something. Is Zenless Euro also on phone? It feels like it could be a game that would also be on mobile. We're getting more and more games that are weirdly on mobile, PC, and console, which is wild. I mean, it's crazy that Fortnite is on mobile. Oh, Fortnite reference, Taylor Swift reference. Anyways, let's get back to the track.
Tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. He was chaos, he was revelry. Bedroom eyes like a remedy. Soon enough, the elders had convened down at the city hall. Stay away from her. The saboteurs protested too much. Lord knows the words we never heard. Just screeching tires of true love. And I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm telling him to floor it through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. I'll tell you something right now. I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this bitching and moaning. I'll tell you something about my good name. It's mine alone to disgrace. I don't cater to all these vipers dressed in empath's clothing. God save the most judgmental creeps who say they want what's best for me. Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see. Thinking it can change the beat of my heart when he touches me and counteract the chemistry and undo the destiny. You ain't gotta pray for me. In my wild part and all this wild joy. If all you want is great for me, then it's just white noise, and it's just my choice. There's a lot of people in town that I bestow upon.
Okay, I'll pause this here for a second. This song feels like it's longer than what it needs to be. Similar to the last one, it just feels a little long. That being said, I'm still enjoying it. I just, I wish we got a little more variation with the production. I mean, I realized we just had that little ramped up section after the, I think it was during / after the bridge. But, you know, I just expect a little more out of the production, especially when it's, like, knowing who's doing the production here. I do, though, appreciate that it's, again, varied from the previous songs. Like, we're getting that variation, but again, staying in a similar vein of music throughout this album, which like I said, I like consistency in an album, but of course, consistency with variation, which I feel like I need to describe a little more, so otherwise it sounds very hypocritical and just it doesn't make sense. But like, I think there's a certain amount of variation that you can have within a certain sound, where it still sounds different, but like you can be like, yeah, that matches the rest of the song or rest of the sounds of the album, and that's like the absolute perfect thing that you can do. It's also really hard to do. I think a really good example of that, dare I say, RTJ3 by Run the Jewels. I think they do a really good job with that. But yeah, still so far so good. The song might be a little long. What's up, One Preppy Child? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love this song. Valid. Definitely not Nikkei gameplay, though. Well, that's good to hear. That game is the horniest game I've ever touched. And gives me nightmares. I don't have a phone. I'm like the only person in the world who has never had a cell phone. What are you watching on then? I just assumed you were watching on a phone. Also, this song is super average for me so far. I get that. I mean, I don't think it's anything too crazy. I don't think it sounds bad, though. I just love the album in general. Again, valid. So far, I've been enjoying it. I mean, this song and the last song are probably my least favorite out of the first 5. But that being said, I did really, really enjoy these first 3 a lot. Like the production specifically, I really, really like the production on this album so far. I think, though, this one might be the weakest in the production department. Oh, no, I think So Long Loaned It might have been a little worse so far. But like I said, there's been no bad songs yet. But I really can't understand why people would really like this album so far. But again, we're not even a third of the way through. This is a long album. The thing that with Taylor's, her music isn't bad at all, but it all sounds the same. No risk taken at all. I want to say there's no risks taken. Well, maybe more so now, I guess, than what it used to be. But she used to be switching genres all the time. I mean, we went from country to pop to more folky stuff. Now I feel like we're kind of in an in-between stage where it's both poppy and not, I wouldn't necessarily call it folky, but like I can see influences. But I know what you're saying, what you're saying, because like within each album you're going to expect a sort of samey sound, but that's not really a bad thing, in my opinion. This is the first time I'm ever hearing anything by it. Really? Nah, you've had to have heard like Shake It Off or something, or Love Story. What's up, Turn Top? Hell yeah, I'm live. Anyways, though, let's get back to it. I'm getting too distracted.
There's a lot of people in town that I bestow upon my fakest smiles. Scandal does funny things to pride, but brings lovers closer. We came back when the heat died down. Went to my parents and they came around. All the wine moms are still holding out, but fuck 'em, it's over. Now I'm dancing in my dress in the sun, and even my daddy just loves it. Mom is lady, and perspective. I know you can't come to the wedding. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. I'll tell you something right now. You ain't gotta pray for me. Be my wild boy and all this wild joy. Can't see what's revelry. If all you want is great for me, then it's just white noise. It's my choice. Scream about daddy, I love him.
Those are really good vocals on that line.
Baby, no, I'm not. It's you. Should see your faces. But oh my God, you should see your faces.
Okay. Again, I think pretty much everything I said before still stands. I feel like I'm kind of in the middle, like, on this song. I don't think it's like, it's not nearly the best that I've heard so far, but it's not like terrible. It's not bad by any means. I'd say it's just kind of right down the middle of just being fine. I think the highs are interesting. I like when the production actually builds up a little bit more, because it's a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, it's just kind of samey throughout this one. So overall, like, I can understand liking this song. I'm not huge on it though. I definitely like the first several songs on the album a lot more. But also, it's worth mentioning that I'm not I don't particularly love when songs start to get over 4.5, 5 minutes long. And then also, I really, really like the synth production on the first ones. That's like one of my favorite production styles. So it's kind of given that I would like those ones more. Okay, then next we have Fresh Out the Slammer. That kind of sounds like it might be a Western kind of song. I'm not really sure. I haven't heard anything from her, at least on purpose, passing for sure, but I still want to know. That's valid. What's up, the Cool Toad Vlogs? Tyler McQuaid. Who's Tyler McQuaid? Ready Rex and Smurfette kissing in a tree. K-A-S-S-I-N-G. Interesting. Tyler McQuaid. Okay, I have no idea who this would be. Unless it's just some like random citizen. The reacting ID just for Ready Rex. What do you gotta explain for me, Cool Toad Vlogs, what's going on here? I don't understand. Yeah, explain what you just sent into the Discord too, because I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe sometime I'll stream some Zenless in the Discord server if you could see it. See if you enjoy it. You know, that might work. Or it'll be something where I just kind of play it for the first time and figure out what it is. Like I did with Nikkei. I saw like one clip of that game beforehand and I'm like, I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, but holy cow, was it a lot worse than what I thought. The Lego SpongeBob video game, old video from 9 years ago. Oh yeah, I see it, but why? What is it? Because right now you're just like spamming a bunch of numbers and hashtags and all that. Also, you keep on saying ID. Okay. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but they're spamming, and it's just a bunch of random ID numbers, all that, and I don't want to deal with that. Plus, I don't know what they're sending in the chat, which is kind of, like in the Discord, it's a bunch of sus stuff, so I just got rid of them. Wish I were a mod. Well, I think we got both mods in here. Would you be willing to let Pixie be another mod? I usually don't just mod people on the spot, but I mean, you guys have it more of a status person or status symbol. If Pixie wants to actually be a mod, I'd be up for it. Just to get rid of spam messages like that, because that just annoys the hell out of me. Okay. Especially when I'm not actually even doing a reaction stream and spamming stuff for me to react to. I'm gonna send some Zenless Zone Zero gameplay in the Discord that you could maybe take a look at if you want it at some point. Alright, yeah, go for it, Lumi. Alright, anyways, let's get into Fresh Out the Slammer finally. It's been a little break as I was dealing with that craziness.
Now, pretty baby, I'm running back home to you. Fresh out the slammer, I know who my first call will be to.
We're getting a lot of strange production here. I kind of like it.
Another summer taking cover, rolling thunder. He don't understand me. Splintered back in winter, silent dinners, bitter. He was with her in dreams. Gray and blue and fights and tunnels, handcuffed to the spell I was under. For just 1 hour of sunshine, years of labor, locks and ceilings, in the shade of how he was feeling. But it's gonna be alright, I did my time. Now, pretty baby, I'm running back home to you. Fresh out the slammer, I know who my first call will be to. Fresh out the slammer, candle flashes, welcome bashes, get the matches, toss the ashes off the ledge.
All right, this is a interesting song. It's weird because we're getting some slight like Western type song, like little niche sounds every now and then, where it almost, it's like makes you think that's what it's going to end up being, and then it switches to like an electronic version of that. Like there's some, I don't even know what that, it just happened. I'll go back to it.
Matches toss the ashes off the ledge. As I said,
Maybe it's a little farther.
Ashes get the matches, toss the ashes to
You can kind of hear it there.
fresh out the slammer.
But it kind of sounds like one of those, I don't even know what they're called. They're like little metal things you stick in your mouth. I forget what they're called. And you kind of like twang them. They have a very twangy sound to them. It kind of sounds like that if it was digitalized. Which, when I hear that, I immediately think of something that's a little bit more westerny. This could use some harmonica, I think. Yeah, it probably could. I think they could throw in some in there. I put Cosmic Vermont as well. All right, let me do it real quick. Done and Dunner, I think. Anyways, though, let's get through this song.
Welcome bashes, get the matches, toss the ashes off the ledge. As I said in my letters, now that I know better, I will never lose my baby again. My friends tried, but I wouldn't hear it. Watch me daily disappearing for just one glimpse of his smile. All those nights he kept me going, swirled you into all of my poems. Now we're at the starting line, I did my time. Now, pretty baby, I'm running to the house. We still wait up in that porch
Whoa.
like leaves. To the one who says I'm the girl of his American dreams. And no matter what I've done, it wouldn't matter anyway. Ain't no way I'm gonna screw up now that I know what's at stake here. At the park where we used to sit on children's swings, wearing imaginary rings. But it's gonna be alright, I did my time.
The production switch was really, really good. I do wish it leaned, because like I said, it had a little bit of a Western sound, and you get little hints up until around the halfway point, and then it just kind of stopped completely. At the beginning, more specifically.
You can be
Ooh, a Florence the Machine song. Okay, cool. Anyways, let me keep on talking. Like right here at the beginning, it's like instant, like no doubt in my mind that's Western sound. But I wish that it leaned into that more for the rest of the song. I think that would have been cool. But that being said, I just think that would have made it more varied from the rest of the music. But it really isn't necessary either, because I think it still sounds good either way. It just isn't what I was expecting. And that's kind of nice too, because when you get something that you're not expecting, it keeps you on your toes, keeps you surprised. But yeah, I like that one. I think I definitely like that one more than the previous two. Wow, this is actually one of the least listened to songs on this album, is what it looks like. Maybe more middle down the road. Although, to be fair, I think these are from the second album, which probably didn't get quite as much traction as the songs on the first one. But yeah, I think I like that one quite a bit. And I'm really, really excited to get into the next one now that I know that has Florence the Machine on it. For those that are new around here or haven't seen my old videos, I used to react to Florence the Machine pretty often. And I really, really like their stuff. So that's really, really exciting.
You can be
That being said, I gotta pee again. I know it wasn't that long ago, but I had some caffeine earlier and that's hitting hard. Western sci-fi fishbowl music. Why is that way too accurate for what that was? That's kind of what it felt like. Yeah, usually I don't like making a whole lot of people mods just because I think it can be daunting going into a chat and seeing it just flooded with mods. But it's kind of nice. So, anyways, though, yeah, let me pee again because holy cow, I gotta go. So I'll BRB.
Mr. Bankman. Mr. Bankman. Mr. Bankman.
All right, I'm back. Like his break music better than some others. Yeah, for those that aren't familiar with your best friend Jippy, he makes really, really good beats. and he lets YouTubers like myself use his music. Well, like half of it with no problem. So he's really awesome. He's linked in the description. Check out his stuff if you really like it. He's on Bandcamp. Unironically, I own like almost all of his music, if not all of it. I bought it all. I really, really like it. What's up, Jennifer? Yeah, I'm doing the whole album, or at least trying to. I swear turned off. I swear I'm gonna do government plates. It's in the plans. I swear I'm doing it. I don't know when, but I swear I'm doing it. You can count on that. I'm behind on so many albums still. That's why I needed to get this one out of the way. Okay, anyways. Let's do this. Finally.
You can beat the heat if you beat the charges too. They said I was a cheat. I guess it must be true. And my friends all smell like weed or little babies. And the city reeks of driving myself crazy. Little did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in. So you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin, Florida. There's one hell of a drive. Florida. Hurricane was my name when it came.
Hell yeah.
I got drunk and I dared it to wash me away. Barricaded in the bathroom with a bottle of wine. Well, me and my ghost,
I thought she said defecated in the bathroom.
but I'm feeling just fine. All my girls got their lace and their crimes, and your cheating husband disappeared. Well, no one asks any questions here. So I did my best to lay to rest all of the bodies that have ever been on my body, and in my mind they sink into the swamp. Is that a bad thing to say in a song? Little did you know you're 100, only the time you'll get arrested. So you pack your life away just to wait out the shitstorm back in Texas. Florida is one hell of a drive. Florida, can I use you?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let me go back a second there. Okay, there's a very, very high-pitched note there that's in the backing vocals. I think it's post-production audio effects to make it really high-pitched, but either way, I'm pretty sure it was Florence that sang that part. It was done high-pitched already, and then I think it was just pitched up even more. Also, thanks for the subscriptions, man. I appreciate it. Which is really, either way though, it sounds wonderful. This might be my favorite song on this album so far. I'm such a fan of Florence though that kind of adds up. Florence has such good vocals, and it pairs really, really well with Taylor Swift, which in my mind previously it kind of felt like they might clash a little more, but honestly it works out really, really well. And I like that she actually has a pretty substantial role in the song so far, unlike Post Malone in the first song, because he, I feel like, was not featured super hard on that song. It was mostly backing vocals. Well, this feels like it's more of a full-fledged feature. But yeah, this is really, really good. I love this song, and I love the percussion during the chorus. Dun, 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 dun. Like that. Come on, that's good. Seven beats after the word Florida, 7 letters in Florida. I wonder if that was done on purpose, because it's actually really interesting. How many songs have I missed? I think we're not very far in. I'm beginning to question if we're going to get through this whole thing, at least before the stream gets taken down by her label. Oh, I don't know. Is she an independent artist now? I actually don't know. I know she had like a deal with her label where she was putting out her songs again, but I don't know. Because maybe she's more lenient on it from what she was in the past. I like that part. Hell yeah. As a published prose writer, love the writing and everything flows, but doesn't have the typical Taylor rhyming scheme. That I really, really appreciate that, because I think, like others have said earlier in the live stream, I think there can be a sameness to some of our music. So when you get stuff like this that really sets it apart, that does a lot for the album. What's up, Sunny Time? This is my favorite song from this album. Florence and the Machine is so good. So far, it's my favorite, and you're so right. Florence and the Machine is really good. Huge Swiftie here to call out all of our hidden meetings. Hell yeah. I appreciate that. This is only hers. Okay, I hope that means that she's not as strict on copyright like a lot of other artists are on YouTube, but I don't know. Anyways, though, let's get back to it. I'm really, really liking this song. I'll go back.
Florida, can I use you? Oh, I need to forget, so take me to Florida.
I've got some regrets, I'll bury them in Florida.
Tell me I'm despicable, say it's unforgivable.
I love her vibrato.
The dolls are beautiful, fuck me out, Florida.
I need to forget, so take me to Florida.
I got some regrets, I'll bury them in Florida.
Tell me I'm despicable, say it's unforgivable. What a crash, what a rush, fuck me out, Florida. It's one hell of a drive. It's one hell of a drive. Love loves me like this, and I don't want to exist, so take me to Florida. Did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in? So you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin. Little did you know your home's really only the town you'll get arrested. So you pack your life away just to wait out the shitstorm back in Texas. Florida is one hell of a drug.
Oh, that's so good.
Florida, can I use you? Florida is one hell of a drug. Florida, go and fuck me up.
Nah, that was by far the best song in the album so far. We've got a long way to go, but these other songs are gonna have a tough time competing. We'll put it like that. 'Cause, I mean, so far it's been a pretty solid album. There's only been a couple songs I wasn't huge on, which I'm really, really happy about. Because, like I said earlier, I went into this album not knowing how much I would enjoy it. I'm not a Taylor Swift hater or like super lover either. I'm just kind of in the middle. Let me put it in perspective. See, I like a lot of Taylor Swift songs. Cut this in half though, because half of this is this album, which I haven't listened to. But 79 songs is what's listed there if you can't see it. So probably around 30 to 40 is how much I've added personally that I liked previously. But this is so good. This is very good so far. And honestly, I'm just a little surprised because I know this album kind of got a lot of flack. I don't know how bad it was in the reacting community. I imagine it was kind of hit or miss depending on the creator. Right now, this is a very solid album though. I'm liking it. And this song especially, again, it's going to be hard to top this one. The production on this one is very solid. I'm going to check. I'm assuming Jack Antonoff did this one too, but I'm not actually sure. Let me double check. Yeah, he did. Okay. It's weird though, because it doesn't sound as much like a Jack Antonoff song as the other ones had. This one by far feels more... Honestly, it feels more like a Florence and the Machine song, so... Who could have guessed? But yeah, I'll be rocking out to that one for sure. A lot. I love that one. What's up, Fatima? Bro, the album came in April. I know, I'm late to the party. To be fair, though, I wasn't going to react to it originally until my sister asked me to in July, which has also been a long time ago now. What is that, like 8 months ago or something? But I'm here now and I'm reacting to it now. I made a video to this when I got engaged and my partner took me on a train to Florida. Oh, cool. My sister, well, not the sister that asked me to listen to this, although she also likes Taylor Swift. She had Taylor Swift songs play for her wedding, which wasn't too terribly long ago. I'm going to mute my mic because I got to blow my nose. Also, move slightly off screen to do that. All right, there we go. My cat's about to jump on my chair. I know it. I hear her behind me. Government plates came out in 2013. I'm sorry, Turn Top. I swear I'll get to it. All right. Yep. I told you she would do it. She's all over me today. And honestly, she's pretty content sitting on my lap. Usually she's way more as just doing all over the place stuff. Just you wait for the smallest man who ever lived and do it with a broken heart. Okay. Guilty as Sin is one of my favorites. What's up, David? Is that okay? That's what we're on. Okay. What's up, Starbuck? Guilty as Sin is one of my is one of the best on the album. Okay. Y'all are hyping this one up. I think that means that we should probably get into it. If you hear the mic making sounds, it's probably my dear Starscream / Nugget hitting her head on it because she likes to do that. I'm gonna try to keep her from doing that though. Sounds like a Strokes intro.
Drowning in the blue Nile, he sent me downtown lights. I hadn't heard it in a while, my boredom's bone deep. This cage was once just fine. Am I allowed to cry? I dream of cracking locks, throwing my life to the wolves or the ocean rocks. Crashing into him tonight, he's a paradox. I'm seeing visions, am I bad or mad or wise? What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? One slipping, falling back into the hedge maze. Oh, what a way to die. I keep recalling things we never did. Messy top lip kiss, how I long for our tryst without ever touching his skin. How can I be guilty as sin? I keep these love.
Okay, this song sounds a lot like it would have been on, what was that? I don't know the album names very well, but the album with like the newspaper. I think she had like red lipstick on. It's been a long time since that album came out now. Maybe y'all will know what I'm talking about. But it has like the newspaper covers, I think, on the front. It's something like that. It feels like it would have been on that album, which is really interesting because it sounds a lot different from the other songs we've had on this album so far. So we're getting a little bit more variation here, especially considering the last song with Florence. I feel like now we're starting to get in the varied stages of this album, which is really nice. Even the songs before that, though. Like, I feel like the first 4 songs were more samey, and then it took a step in a different direction, and now we're in another completely different direction. Newspaper would be Reputation. Okay, yep, that one. Thank you. Yeah, it feels like it would be on that album, from what I've heard. Nugget is a cutie name. I'm glad you like it. It's actually her nickname. Her full name is Starscream. Starscream / Nugget. People think it's about a guy written the word mine on her thigh. It's the lyrics of the song Mine by Maddie Healy. There's I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know who Maddie Healy is. I appreciate the insight though. Anyways though, let's get back to it so I don't get too distracted.
I keep these longings locked in lowercase inside a vault. Someone told me there's no such thing as bad thoughts. Only your actions talk. These fatal fantasies giving way to labored breath, taking all of me. We've already done it in my me anyway? What if the way you hold me is actually what's holy? If long-suffering propriety is what they want from me, they don't know how you've haunted me so stunningly. I choose you and me religiously. What if he's written?
Okay. I have to pause it there because there's the actual instrumental during that bridge. It's really, really interesting because I'm pretty sure there's a silent either synth version of a church organ or just a church organ. And here we are getting lyrics about holy and religion. I'm going to go back on that a little bit actually, because I'm pretty sure that's what that is. It's really hard to hear though, because it's very faint and silent. Which by the way, I do like that, because when you get to the bridge, usually you're going to get one of two things. Either the instrumental is going to ramp up or it's going to slow down. And I think it works out that it slowed down here. But either way though, let me go back to that because
Is what they holy. If long-suffering propriety is what they want from me, they don't know how you've haunted me so stunningly. I choose you and me religiously.
yeah, to me it kind of sounds like a super like a very synthesized version of a church organ or yeah, whatever. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. It's not quite the same, but it at least gives off the same vibes. But anyways, let me get back to it.
What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind?
That ramp up in instrumental is really good.
Back into the headspace, what a way to die. I keep
Nice backing vocals.
we never did messy talk, lip kiss, long for our tryst, without ever touching his skin. How can I be guilty as sin? He sent me downtown lights. I hadn't heard it in a while. Am I allowed to cry?
Okay, cool. You know, in the first half of that song, I was still deciding, because to me, it was just kind of, it was fine. Like, I think it was probably around middle of the line out of every song that I've heard so far. But that last half, I really, really, really enjoyed, and I think that's one of the highs of this album so far. I really, really love that bridge, and I like the exit of the bridge into the rest of the song. I think that ramp up in production, there was like so much going on for that small section as it ramped back up towards the end that I just really, really enjoyed. Like, that was I kind of want to go back to it and hear that part again. I'll see if I can find it.
Religiously. What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind?
Like, there's so much going on there. Because you get the drums kicked in. I believe there's a triangle or some sort of chime. I don't know. That'd take me too long to pick apart, but it feels like there's so much going on in that one, like, 5-second section of the song. But I love that ramp up. It sounds fantastic. So overall, very, very solid song. Adding that to my playlist. Oh, thank you so much, Rainade. I appreciate it. For the 10. I've actually forgot to turn on my lights because usually I don't get donos when doing album streams. Let me pop that on. I'll hit the lights for you. Gotta open up Lumia. I really appreciate that. There we go. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. And also welcome. Welcome to the stream, Rainate. Lead singer of the 1975. Oh, that's who meant he. Okay. I feel like I should have known that. I'm not like super familiar with that 1975, but I like that singer. I like him a lot on the remix of that Charlie XCX song. I believe it's him that's singing on, I don't remember the song title, but it's a really good song. Still here, been playing Zenless, locked in, valid. Still playing Hades, trying to 100% it. I almost started playing that the other night, but I didn't end up doing it. I mean, he has a song called that, and it's about him, of course, but I think it's more likely a reference to her own song. I want to know. So excited for you getting to hear this for the first time, and me getting to witness it. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'm going to make this into a video or not afterwards. If I'm able to leave up the live stream, I might just leave that up, but I have a feeling it's going to get taken down. It could be taken down any minute here. We don't know. And if that happens, I'll probably just try to pick it back up another day. It's supposed to be, yes, you got it. There's a lot of religious references and themes on this album. Okay, cool. I'm glad that I got to pick up on that because it was so quiet and I really tried to hone in on it, but it's such a faint sound. It was hard to tell. Me when you had another Taylor song to your playlist, Dancing Lemon. I'm glad you liked The Next is actually one of the best on the album. Well, that's exciting. I love this surprise live stream. So exciting, especially since I love Taylor so much. Well, I'm glad that you like it. I'm actually getting pretty high viewership, more than what I was expecting. I was almost at 20 viewers earlier, which is crazy. Usually when I do these live streams like this, I'm maybe sitting at like 5, 8 viewers max. What's up, SK all the way? I'm so late. I need you to start over from the beginning. Hopefully it stays up. And again, I might make a video out of it later. The next is the favorite song. It's Lana Del Rey. Okay. We'll see. No, I'm sorry. I have to say this. I'm not the biggest Lana Del Rey fan. I like some of her stuff, but I'm really, really hit or miss with her. So I could really like it, but I don't want to make any promises here. I don't want to get anybody's hopes too high. But I really do hope I like it. Because like I said, I'm kind of hit or miss with her. So some songs I really do like, some I'm not as big on. Samo joined late. Hopefully you can make a video and we can go back and watch the whole thing. Yeah. Alrighty. Anyways, though. What's the next one called? Was it this song that has Lana Del Rey or the one after? Oh, is it a silent feature? That bothers me. I hate when artists don't have all the features listed. Anyways. Who's afraid of little old me?
The who's who of who's that is poised for the attack, but my bare hands paved their paths. You don't get to tell me about sad. If you wanted me dead, you should have just said. Nothing makes me feel more alive. So I leap from the gallows and I levitate down your street. Crash the party like a record scratch as I scream. Who's afraid?
Ooh, okay.
of me? You should be.
Oh no, that's actually... Okay. There's something really interesting going on with the instrumental right now. So I believe it's a metallophone or something similar. And at first I was just thinking, man, I like that metallophone. But it's simultaneously as it's being played, it's also being played in reverse, which is super, super cool. It's actually reminiscent of the soundtrack to Outer Wilds. I think there's a lot of reverse sounds that are used in Outer Wilds soundtrack, if I remember right. Or at least that's what it reminds me of. Either way, though, I'm liking that so far. Let's just get back to it.
just grazed. At all costs, keep your good name. You don't get to tell me you feel bad. Is it a wonder I broke? Let's hear one more joke. Then we could all just laugh until I cry. So I leap from the gallows and I levitate down your street. Crash the party like a record scratch as I scream. Who's afraid of little old me? I was tame, I was gentle till the circus.
You got some military
life made
drums.
me mean. Don't you worry, folks, we took out all her teeth. Who's afraid of little old me? Well, you should be, 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 you should be. So tell me everything is not a
Oh wow, we still got half the song left. This one feels like it's kind of a long one. We'll see. Either way though, I'm kind of a fiend for military drums thrown into songs, especially when it works out. Just like sometimes it just really works out, like we're talking Black Parade and stuff like that. And I think the introduction of them in this song so far is sounding really, really good. And I don't know why I like them so much. It's a specific type of percussion that I personally really enjoy when it's done right. And like I said, I think it's done right here. It sounds really, really good. And it really helps ramp up the sound of a production without adding a whole lot to it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, still really enjoying it. I love the part where she screams, I guess it's literally the title of the song, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. I like the vocals a lot in that section. It's just kind of itches the right spot in my brain whenever I hear it. I think they meant it's Lena's favorite, not that she's on it. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. This is also one of my favorites on the album. I saw someone say it's about youngest daughters, and I like that. Not like Taylor wrote it about youngest daughters, just relatable to them. Oh, just like the youngest daughters, like in general, like the youngest daughters in families. So what you mean by that? It's giving Greatest Showman, and I'm here for it. You know, I haven't actually seen The Greatest Showman, but I've heard the song that Panic at the Disco covers. Maybe they do multiple, but this is the greatest show. I've heard that one, both the original and the Panic at the Disco version, and I like that song. After this, I need you to react to the Eras tour. Hopefully, I mean, that's if we don't get taken down here. Anyways, though, let's get back to it.
So tell me everything is not about me, but what if it is? Then say they didn't do it to hurt me, but what if they did?
That production is so disgustingly good right there. I love that.
How disturbed this has made me. You wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me. So all you kids can sneak into my house with all the cobwebs. I'm always drunk on my own tears. Isn't that what they all said? That I'll sue you if you step on my lawn. That I'm fearsome and I'm wretched and I'm wrong. Put narcotics into all of my songs, and that's why you're still singing along. So I leap from the gallows and I levitate down your street. Crash the party like a record scratch as I scream. Who's afraid of little old me? I was tame, I was gentle till the circus life made me mean. Don't you worry, folks, we took out all her teeth. Who's afraid?
I love this part so much.
Well, you should be, you should be, you should be. 'Cause you lured me, and you hurt me, and you taught me. You caged me, and then you called me crazy. I am what I am 'cause you trained me. So who's afraid of me? Who's afraid of little old me?
Oh, whoa.
Who's afraid of little old me?
That was a strange outro to that song, just because I was more expecting a like continual ramp up until it just immediately drops off, and that's just kind of it. But it's sort of, it's almost like what you'd expect from like a bell curve sound wise, where it does sort of drop off, but it's more of a fade rather than like super sudden. So it caught me off a little bit off guard. That's not bad. It's just interesting because it caught me off guard. Yeah, that was a really good song. I really enjoyed that, and I know I mentioned halfway through that it might be a little long, but I think this one actually made it work, just because it stays so varied throughout the whole song, especially in the last half. I think it switches up production a lot. The vocals switch up a little more. It kind of keeps you on your toes with what's going to be happening next, which I really, really appreciate, because that's how you can make a long song okay. Because there's times where I think songs that are surpassing 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes, they can be kind of like, they'll be super repetitive and a little boring, but I think this one pulls it off really, really well. Again, just because there's so many varied elements in here. So yeah, very good song. I'm really, really liking that one. I think you'd love the production Taylor does in the Eras tour, especially when she added this album in. Wait, okay. Okay, I thought the Eras tour was specific to this album. Am I wrong? I guess I am wrong, considering it was added in later. The cage closing at the end. Listen to the last beat again. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, because I did not notice that.
Who's afraid? Who's afraid of little old me?
Oh,
Who's afraid of little old me?
okay, I hear that, but I also thought I heard locks or like a jangling sound earlier too, with the cage closing. Let me go back.
Who's afraid of little old me?
Right there. It kind of sounds like big heavy chains that are either being dropped, picked, like it sounds like chains or a lock of some sort, which really adds with the locks. I like to think this is the mature continuation of Mean. This Speak Now. Okay, of Mean. Isn't that's a Taylor Swift song, right? Am I losing my mind? Or is that or that's not an album too, is it? I don't think it is. Or is it just a single song? Okay, yeah, just a song. I think I was like, I think I remember the name of that, but I'm not super familiar with it. By the way, let me mention this really quick. The Anti-Hero is such a good song, specifically the version with Jack. I like that song a lot. Rederax is never wrong. Hell yeah. No. Eras tour was Midnight's and back half TTPD. Oh, the Tortured Poets Department. At the back end of Eras tour. Okay, I gotcha. She kind of cranks out a lot of music. It's hard to keep track of it all. Because I feel like I've listened to a lot of it, but I've only scratched like half of it. Because she just non-stop is putting out music. Whether it's like the Taylor version albums. I mean, even like, I guess that's 2 years apart, but it really doesn't feel like it because she has all these Taylor's version in between. It's like a non-stop flood of music. It's honestly impressive how much she's putting out. Mina's a song on Speak Now, which I gotta check back on the sacred texts. Oh, okay, so that's way, way back. I don't know if I've heard that then. Because the only songs I think I've heard from her original albums are more so the like huge hits. And probably even then it's not all of them. Okay. About a music critic writing about her negatively. Yep, Antihero is so good. Yeah, hard to agree. I love Antihero. Anyways, though, I can fix him. No, no, really, I can't. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
The smoke cloud billows out his mouth like a freight train through a small town. The jokes that he told across the bar were revolting and far too loud. They shake their heads saying, God help her when I tell him he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need
It's not a steel guitar, is it?
I can fix him, no, really I can't. And only I can. The dopamine races through his brain on a 6-lane Texas highway. His hand so callous from his pistol softly traces hearts on my face. And I could see it from a mile away, a perfect case for my certain skill set. He had a halo of the highest grade, he just hadn't met me yet. They shake their heads saying, God help her when I tell him he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix him, no, really I can. And only I can.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. Holy cow, this is a short song. That went by really quick. This is a interesting one. I feel like it's not like super wow, but also I don't think it's supposed to be. It's a very like a lot more chill, laid back song, especially after the last one. So it almost feels like it's sort of a intermission, I guess, or not intermission. That's not the word I'm looking for. There's another word I'm looking for, but that'll work for now. I think that kind of fills in the same role. It just feels like it's bridging a gap at the moment. We'll see what song comes after this, because this one doesn't necessarily feel like it's supposed to be a standalone song, but I don't know, I might be wrong. But so far it's all right. I like the production a lot. We're going back to a sort of westerny sound. I can't tell, like I said earlier, I can't tell if it's a steel guitar, but either way it sounds really similar if it's not. It almost feels like it could be mimicking it if it isn't, but I'm pretty sure it's a steel guitar, which is, of course, a staple instrument of country music and western sounding music in general. But either way, so far it's pretty good. I don't think this would be one I would listen to on its own. It definitely feels like it's supposed to be more so of an album song, or like I said earlier, sort of like an intermission between songs. We'll find that out though. Real quick, have you beaten Hades yet? Like defeated your father? Just wondering if you completed a run. No, I haven't. Turns off. The closest I've gotten was, it was either the time that I fought him on my own outside of the stream, or when you saw me fight him the last time. I meant that this song is not my favorite on the album, although, I thought I was a rehabilitation center. Okay, I'm a little confused about the wording on that. Anyways, let me get back to it.
Only I can. Good boy, that's right. Come close, I'll show you heaven if you'll be an angel. All night, trust me, I can handle me a dangerous man. No, really, I can't.
Ooh, that was an interesting piece of production. Okay. Yeah, as a whole, I still stand by. I don't think I would ever listen to this one by itself. I think it so far kind of fits in. Like, I could listen to it on the album and it'd be fine, but I don't think I'd go out of my way to listen to this specifically. It's not really something I personally super like, but I don't think it's bad either. I do think the production is really interesting. Despite it being a slow song, there's a lot of things kind of going on throughout the background, whether from the steel guitar to there's like a quick little ramp up in production there towards the end, just kind of out of nowhere. That was just, I don't know, it keeps you on your toes a little bit. So yeah, as a whole, I'd say it's a pretty good song, just not really for me. I remember now, super close though. Yeah, I did get pretty close both times. I think when I played it by myself, I might have gotten even closer, because I remember thinking that it was like super, super close. It's a joke. Oh, I'm sorry, David. I guess humor doesn't come through super, super well through text always. Okay. Up next, we've got LOML, which I believe is Love of My Life. Okay. Honestly, we've got quite a few pretty decently long songs on this album. They're not like super long, but okay, looks like the 3-minute average is more so what it looks like on these later songs. I guess up front though, there's a few more longer songs than what there is for the rest of the album. Eras was a 3-hour 45-minute show spanning her entire discography. That is crazy. I don't know if I'd be able to sit through a show that long. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. No wonder everybody wanted to see that show so bad, though. That makes a lot more sense now. Because if I got a chance to see like my favorite artist play all of their songs, especially if it was songs that they don't usually play at concerts, I could see myself wanting to go to that real bad. And to think this could be about Matt Healy. Also, welcome, Rep TV girly. Someone pull out the tissues. Got him right here. Works out because I'm actually kind of congested. My heart won't resist. It was life-changing. Gracious, here we go. Speaking of long songs, I was trying out one of Swan's songs, and each song is like 30 plus. Dude, it's freaking boring. I don't get what people see in it. It just repeats over and over again. Swan songs. It's weird because I think I know what you're talking about, but you might have to remind me. Because I remember, I don't know, it's like there's little, my brain's starting to make connections that I don't quite remember. Okay, so Love of My Life. Let's get into it. Piano ballad?
Who's gonna stop us from waltzing back into rekindled flames? If we know the steps anyway, we embroidered the memories of the time I was away. Stitching, we were just kids, babe. I said I don't mind, it takes time. I thought
right, I'll pause it here. So far, this is a very, very pretty song. And to me, piano ballads are something interesting because they're not something I listen to all the time. You have to be in like the right mood to want to listen to piano ballad, in my opinion. So a song like this is one that's like I wouldn't listen to all the time, at least so far, but it'd be something that I wouldn't mind every now and then, depending on my mood. I think it'd fit like perfectly. Does anybody know what I mean by that? Like, for me, I have to be in like the right mood for this. I'd have to be either melancholy or feeling not as uppity up as usual, I think, to want to listen to something like this. But I do enjoy it so far. It sounds very, very pretty. Random fine scrolling YouTube while gardening. I love a Taylor reaction. Hell yeah. Gardening while watching YouTube sounds awesome. Not two things I really picture going on at the same time. A band named Swans, led by Michael Gira, 30+ minute songs. Yeah, that's crazy. That is really long. You're just listening to an album at that point. It brings me so much joy watching other people enjoy Taylor Swift for the first time. Heck yeah. That's the goal here. I mean, that's like one of my mottos for the channel, which isn't well known, is that I just like to spread the joy of music with others. That's one of the main things that got me into doing reactions, is that I liked how reactions made me feel watching them. So I was like, you know, I could do the same for other people, hopefully. Seriously, it just itches something in my brain and soul. That's valid. The like button likes to be liked. Hell yeah, it does. Turned off. Anyways, let me get back to it.
Wanna tell me the truth when you blew in with the winds of fate and told me I reformed you when your impressionist paintings of heaven turned out to be fakes. Well, you took me to hell too, and all at once the ink bleeds. A con man sells a fool a get love quick scheme. But I felt a hole like this never before and ever since. If you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. What we thought was for all time was momentary. Still alive, killing time at the cemetery. Never quite buried. You in black and white, all those plot twists and dynamite. Mr. Steal your girl, then make her cry. You said I'm the love of your life. You shit talked me under the table, talking rings and talking cradles. I wish I could unrecall how we almost had it all. Dancing phantoms on the terrace. Are they secondhand embarrassed that I can't get out of bed? Cause something counterfeit's dead. It was legendary.
I think that's a cello.
It was momentary. It was unnecessary. Should've let it stay buried. Oh, what a valiant roar. What a bland goodbye. The coward claimed he was a lion. I'm combing through the braids of lies. I'll never leave, never mind. A field of dreams engulfed in fire. Your arsons match your song.
Okay. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 da do. Da 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 da. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Okay, yeah. So I'll finish my thoughts about this song, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream here because if I do it again and I get another warning, then I'm going to get a copyright either strike or warning, but both are really bad. A warning is like a sub strike. 2 of those and you get a strike. 3 strikes, of course, your channel gets deleted. I'm sure you're all familiar with that process. But yeah, I think that was a very, very solid piano ballad. I think it was very pretty throughout. It's definitely something that I would listen to depending on my mood. I added it to my playlist. And, but so yeah, overall, that was a very, very good song. Definitely an emotional one. I love the instrumental a lot because we get the introduction of, I believe it was a cello, violin. There might have been a tuba in there too. It sounded kind of like a tuba. Could have been some other horn instrument, but I believe it was a tuba, which really, really added a nice bassy sound to the rest of it that I just really, really enjoyed. But yeah, I'll probably have to end the stream there. I mean, if anybody wants to join me, I could raid. I believe a friend of the channel, Tossie, is online. So if y'all are up for that, I would like to raid him after this. I think there's a way that I can do it through YouTube, so give me a second. But yeah, I appreciate all the new people here. Thanks for stopping in, even if we had to deal with YouTube being annoying. I wish that Taylor Swift and these big artists would have a option that would make it a little easier for reactors like me to react to their stuff without getting taken down. Like they had some sort of form or something I could fill out, but it's not that easy, unfortunately. Let me try to get that raid set up though. And again, I appreciate all the new people here, and I'll see if I can do this another day, and if not, I'll just try to do it off live and make a video. I'll figure out something to finish up this album. Okay. I looked up something on how to do this the other day. Yep, okay, I think I figured it out. Oh, yep, there it is. It says it will redirect you to Tossie's stream. And if that's not the case, I'll go ahead and spam the links in chat. But we can just like spam Ratty Raid or something. All right, here we go. I'm going to spam chat. Hope to see some of y'all there. You don't have to stay for super long if you don't want to, but he's a really, really good reaction streamer. He's really fun to watch. All right, anyways, I'll see you later.